Well, hello everybody. How are you? I hope you're well. I am your friend Kevin, and this is your Divine Daily Blast. Here we go. We are on an Angel Numerology number 9 day today. That means declaration. What are you declaring today on this fabulous number 9 day? So off you go. Make your dreams and your plans known. Be artistic and kind and caring. Be compassionate, and use the the vibe of helping other people, being of service. It's time to pursue your passions and perhaps find a way to earn some income from it. Now, the moon, my darlings, let's see, has moved into Taurus, and there is a loving vibrational energy in the air. So tap into that and take a moment to think about what you're grateful for in your life. All the things you've got. The friends, the people, the places, the situations, the stories, anything and everything that has brought you joy, comfort, and generosity is also a really good time to let somebody you know and somebody you care about, how much you care about them, what you think of them, how wonderful they are, how incredible they are, all these things. Be genuine about it. Try not to lay it on thick like marmalade. But there you go, you have it. Now, my isms. I love watching how the universe makes things happen. It does all the time. It doesn't make the sun go up and down. It makes the earth revolve. It makes the stars glimmer at night. Makes the rain come down and water the earth. Makes the wildlife feel frivolous during the springtime and the autumn time. These are the things that the universe does that so many people don't pay attention to. The mood that you're in right now, this minute, sets the vibration, and that becomes the reality that we live our lives. So, I like to start the day. Show me the magic, show me the miracles, and show me the way we got to go. I am patient, and I am forgiveness. May not have known what I did that didn't quite work out. May not have known what I did that perhaps caused somebody else upset. May not have known what I did intentionally was a little bit harsh or difficult. So, I forgive myself for doing, saying, being anything less than integrous. Here's a message from Archangel Zadkiel today. Call upon me, the Archangel of Memory, when you need to increase your mental abilities. Remember facts or release unhappy memories. So my memory is perfect. I remember everything easily. That's a little bit of a tough one. I remember everything easily. But why? What's the point? There, I said it. Don't know what the point is. Why do I need to remember that? Maybe shopping list, you go in a store, you need to remember what you need. You need to remember somebody's name if you're going to write them a note. That kind of thing. Yeah, you need to remember that you've got appointments coming up, so it's time to get to work. Those things. Okay. We have the principalities with us. Spiritual study is essential, my friends. The principalities are the kind of professors of law and order of the universe. The principalities, whose name means the rulers, are the angelic protectors of spiritual acumen. They provide us with strength when things get really tough and difficult. And they have a really fortified connection with world leaders and activists, particularly those who want to make truly compassionate changes to our planet. The principalities are known to channel their energies into those endeavors. But, or I should say personally speaking, they encourage all of us to dig into our inner leader. They encourage and support our inner strength. They help us to find peace in the mind, peace in the heart. And these principality angels are amazingly supportive to those who want to enter spiritual study. It's a little bit like the professors that guide us forward when we're putting together our tools, cards, divination tools, prayers, practices. They bring us to the halls of learning. And it's a process, not something you do in 5 minutes. So guidance for this week is to encourage all of us to carve out time and energy to do spiritual study and make clear declarations to the universe that you are ready to be taken to the next level. Let me spiral up to the new level. That is your declaration on this 9-day. And if you felt a little overwhelmed, a little jostled, a little pushed, a little shoved by some of your past experiences, remember I said my memory is perfect. I remember everything. But if you've been jostled and jolted and thinking that you did something wrong in the past, it isn't wrong if you're now facing the right direction. It's what caused you to face the right direction. Patience and forgiveness. Let's see what else I can tell you about the principalities here. When you get so far on your spiritual path, you often go through challenging processes that are ultimately initiations that will take you to the next step. We have to trust the process. We have Metatron, we have Sandalphon here to guide us to that sacred connection. Synchronicity, divine connection, understanding the lessons. I myself had to understand that. I had to stop saying there isn't enough. I don't have enough. I can't afford. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm getting behind. Blah, 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 blah. And they let me get into that sandbox of silly. Those feelings that I'm not good enough, not great enough, not worthy enough, not this, not that, not. They let me do it. They let me have that sloppy pity party of myself. I want, this is not happening, that is not happening, oh my God, how am I going to pay this? And I got through it. I kept going. Didn't stop. Changed the way I saw things. Changed the way I looked at things. Saw the grass, saw the cats. Now, when I go every week to go get my wet cat food, because those little feral rascals, I call them friendly ferals, they come up every morning, and there's quite a number of them, 5 to be exact. 2 youngsters, 2 mamas, and then big Fluffy. They come and they meow and they give me love, and they all want a can of food and they want their own bowl, and I'm like, what? How? When? Where? And okay, let's go. I can't imagine what they would think if I didn't come out there with their breakfast. It's like, oh, this is crazy. Fairies everywhere. Bring me love because I care. There we go. Hope. She's come up again this week. How can I link hope to principalities? Well, we wouldn't get very far unless we hoped, unless we looked towards rainbows, unless we looked towards dreams, unless we looked towards hope, unless we had the faith. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. I just got through saying all of that. Those, my friends, are what we have to learn. Those are what God, if you will, universe, life force, creation, whatever. These are really challenging and tough lessons. But they're important ones. They're ones that I had to get my head around it. Not because I could say it, I could put the intention out there all day long. But I had to feel the change. I had to feel, oh, this doesn't feel good. Bring me the miracles, bring me the magic, show me the way, and I want to feel good. Like I got 3 things on my wall over here. I want to be the best I can be. I want to be the best I can be. I want to be the best I can be. And I know I can. I want to do and have and live in a way that is in harmony with my idea of goodness, of greatness. I want to live in a way that is harmonizing with that statement, right? And the last one, I want to harmonize physically here in this body, in this life, that which I believe to be the best or the good way of life. I think if we have that in our heart, in our mind, it does take a while to seep in, most definitely. And it needs to be repeated. And sometimes it's repeated in such a way that it's all here, and it's all here, it's not here. Eventually, it sort of gets through. Because eventually, our spiritual connectedness shows us, look what you just created, look over there, and look over there, and see this. And everything else falls by the wayside. I've noticed in my life lately, since I've started this spiritual trek, and I think it began long before the COVID shutdown lockdown. That was actually where I went into a cocoon and created all this. But before that, 2008, right before the housing crisis in the US, right before my mortgage brokers, my property developers, all these things scattered for the hills because things were not going where they should be going. I needed something. And I headed into hair fashion, runways, all that stuff. Went into teaching. I didn't know I was going to end up being a teacher. And that was not on my wheelhouse. I was a terrible student in school. Hated it. Sitting behind a desk, watching somebody write rubbish on a blackboard. No, thank you. That felt like prison. To me, being my creative self, could not handle it. Now can't get enough learning. Want to learn more, want to know more, want to feel more, want to understand more, and it sinks in, seeps in. No right, no wrong, just the evolution of our soul, the evolution of our spirit, the practices that we do, kindness, possibility, understanding, wide open. The other, that's not so good. I hope I'm making sense. All right, my friends, that's it from me for today. Go with hope. Make your declaration, whatever that is. I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.